So you'll basically see blue fire. And this is one of the many reasons why people actually hike this mountain.
We saw the blue flames.
Good morning, buddies. So today we're leaving Bali.
Down, sweetie. Are you still brushing your teeth? Come. So the reason we are leaving Bali is we are going to go climb Mount Ijen, an active volcano on a different island here in Indonesia. But what's unique about this place is that it has probably one of the bluest waters you've ever seen high up in the mountains.
Ooh.
What's unique about this water is it's not one that you can swim in, and we probably are still going to struggle to breathe. Here's our taxi.
I'm wondering if this is the one that's going to take us all the way or if we're swapping.
Hi man, how are you? Hello. You good? So we're heading to an area called Banyuwangi. It's about a 4-hour drive. This is what our bus sounds like. It sounds like a spaceship taking off. Now to get to Mount Ijen is not as difficult as you thought. We could have actually flown there, but then we would have been flying to Surabaya, which is still quite a distance from Mount Ijen. So I actually went online and looked if there was a bus that was going to Banyuwangi, as this was the closest area to Mount Ijen, and it actually came up with a whole list with a whole bunch of WhatsApp numbers from bus companies that go all the way from Sulfur, which is where we were staying, all the way to Banyuwangi. Just messaged one of them or two of them, got the best price, and we're currently paying 200,000 per person in order to go all the way from Sulfur in Bali to Banyuwangi.
So we are the first passengers to be picked up. As you can see, there's nobody else in the bus here. So we've gotten first dibs on what seats we'd like to choose. So we've chosen the front as it's got more legroom and it's between the two wheels, so I think there would be less bounce, but we're going to be picking up another 6 passengers apparently.
What time we stop in Banyuwangi? 7 o'clock. Okay.
So the driver just said 7 o'clock or 7 hours to get there. I'm not too sure which one. I'll just make myself comfortable here.
Me too.
So we've picked up all the passengers, so Banyuwangi, here we come.
I just like the name Banyuwangi. You might hear it a lot in this video just because it's just so nice to say it. Banyuwangi.
It's such a fun word to say. Banyuwangi. Banyuwangi. Feels happy.
We are now heading to the most western town here on Bali Island called Gilimanuk. When booking this van, it wasn't made entirely sure on how we were actually going to get to the other island, so I guess once we're there, we'll find out.
And of course, for every road trip, you need some snacks. I can never open these chips. It's sealed so tight. I think it's because the moisture here, they have to seal them a little bit extra, but I think so, yeah.
So our bus driver has left towards his ticketing offices. If you look there, I think we might be going on a ferry.
Makes sense that we'd be going on a ferry.
It seems like we're actually reversing onto a ferry. This is the first time we've ever done something like this.
I'm pretty interested to see how this whole process works, but it's pretty cool. Do we stay in our car or do we get out?
I don't know.
It's crazy how many cars they can tightly squeeze in here.
So we don't really know where we must wait, if we just wait here by the car, or if there's actually a place for us to sit. As I think the ferry ride across is going to be roughly about 30 minutes. We don't really know what to do, nobody's giving us instructions. So we're basically in the car park with all the other cars.
Everyone seems to be just standing around and waiting, so I gather that's what we do.
We wait. Come here, sweetie. Step on the pipes. Hey, we got some view at least.
This feels so weird.
Yeah. I feel like I'm part of an export company. Like this is not an actual transport way. This is just like where people take their goods from one island to another island.
I feel like we're being smuggled. Like in Titanic where they go hide in the cargo.
We've been smuggled to another island here in Indonesia.
Oh well, bye Bali. Feels weird, I need to get my sea legs.
We found a staircase here. Probably can get some better views. Why is being on the water always just so cool?
So we found a waiting area, so it turns out you don't actually have to wait in your car.
Oreos. Definitely getting an Oreo. What snack would you like, sweetie?
A Milo, please.
Can I please get 2 Milo?
Milo.
Yes. And 1 Oreo.
1 Oreo.
Yes. Here's your Milo.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. I think it's best to go sit down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
Definitely don't have sea legs. I don't know why, but I've just gotten addicted to Milo lately. So good.
Okay, let's go.
And we've officially made it to Java Island.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So I just looked at my time and we are a whole hour behind the time that I originally thought it was. So I did some research and found out that Indonesia is actually split into 3 time zones. But we're going to be up so early tomorrow morning. We have to be up at 12 o'clock in order to actually go and do this hike. So we need to get some rest now.
So we've arrived here this morning at the parking lot. We have fire over here to keep warm. And also have a little store here where you can actually buy some snacks before. We are now at 1,850 meters above sea level, and we're going to be ascending about an extra 500 meters to the top.
I'm super excited to get to the top, especially to see the blue flames. Hopefully this morning we will see it. It's not every morning that you do, so let's hope that we so it's 2 o'clock in the morning and we are officially beginning our hike. It's a lot earlier than the one that we started with Mount Batur, but I'm excited as we have to be at the top before the sun comes up.
They have given us torches to hike with. I would have preferred a headlight so I didn't have to carry one, but nonetheless it will do. What's this? Taxi?
Taxi up.
No, thank you. Who would have thought that you would have gotten a taxi all the way up here? From what we heard from our guide is that some of the sulfur miners that go onto the top in order to get sulfur actually carry people to the top of the mountain in order to make some extra cash. But I can't believe how strong they must be in order to be taking people all the way to the top of the mountain.
So the reason why there are miners walking to the top is because they actually mine the sulfur that the volcano produces. So at the top we expect to see a lot of miners.
How are you feeling, sweetie?
It's getting tough.
Whew. So when we get to the top, due to the amount of sulfur that's in the air, we actually have been given masks to make sure that we're not breathing in any toxic chemicals, as it could cause irritation in the throat and in the eyes, and sometimes even a headache.
I've never had to do a hike before where you've actually been given a gas mask. So something new and interesting to this hike.
So the last major eruption this volcano had was actually in 1999, but it did have a small eruption in 2002, and that was the last recorded eruption. So seeing that it's 20 years later, I'm guessing we should be fine.
Well, you never know, it's still active, so
Yeah.
let's just hope it's not this morning.
Are we almost at the top? We expected to see blue flames due to the burning of sulfur. As when sulfur burns, the flames are blue and not red like we used to in fires.
You can definitely start to smell the sulfur now. It's quite potent up here. Not a pleasant smell at all. So I don't know if you can see around us, probably not, but the air is quite smoky, and that is from all the sulfur that's in the air. So we're getting our gas masks out as we're going to need to hold it to us to breathe, as it's not good to breathe in all the sulfur.
getting really smoky. So we have reached the top of the mountain and we're now descending into the crater where we're actually going to see some of the blue flames and possibly a sulfuric lake.
Watch out! Miners, come up!
So we just had our first miner pass us, and apparently these miners hike up and down this mountain 3 times a day. That's absolutely insane.
Apparently the baskets that they carry are between 70 to 80 kilos. So it is so heavy. I myself am only carrying a bag roughly about 6-7 kgs, and I can feel the difference. I can't fathom how they're doing this. Here's another miner going up, carrying more sulfur. Yeah, we have one of the miner's baskets. Look how big these pieces are.
We're literally covered in smoke here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's so much around us.
It's actually starting to burn my eyes real bad. Ooh. Oh, my eyes are starting to water even. This is really such tough conditions.
Even though there was so much smoke, we decided to head towards the burning sulfur to see if we could see the blue flames.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it's so strong. Believe.
Oh wow. We saw the blue flames. Everyone had to turn off their lights, but we actually managed to see it.
While trying to look through the smoke to just catch a glimpse of the blue flames, I myself was struggling with the smoke as my eyes continued to burn and burn.
So much smoke.
If you look behind me, there's all the sulfur that's here, and apparently they've actually put pipes there in order to channel the sulfur so they can mine it. But this is where we're seeing all the blue flames.
This is tough. The smell is so intense.
After battling to keep our eyes open just to see the blue flames, the smoke just got too much and we decided to leave.
The smoke there is crazy.
It's all the sulfur burning, and apparently it is more hectic than normal. So we couldn't see too much of the blue lights because our eyes were just burning.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a disappointment.
I just wish we could have taken more shots of it and been able to see it properly.
But we are standing right next to the sulfur lake, so I'm sure once the sun rises, we're going to see a beautiful blue lake here, which you cannot swim in.
And it's also the biggest acidic lake
In the world.
in the world.
Unfortunately, we're not able to see the lake today.
Unfortunately not. Again, we chose the worst day to come and climb the volcanoes.
Yeah,
But we made it to the top.
it's an achievement on its own. Maybe next time if we do this again in future,
We'll get a better day.
we'll be able to see all that we really wanted to see when doing this hike.
You can see all the smoke coming out there, and it's actually hiding the lake. The lake is somewhere there behind all that smoke, but this is the entire path that we walked up here. And the clouds. Still a beautiful morning. So if I take out my necklace, which I always wear, it's my St. Christopher, it's normally silver. It's basically black now. That's from all the sulfur that was down there. Imagine what our lungs look like. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'll be able to get this clean, but I really hope that I can.
Even your earrings are like black. You can see this one's gone black. And this one here as well, this has gone a little bit black.
And it's sterling silver, so it's not like it's, I don't know, costume jewelry. It's proper jewelry. I don't know why it's done that. Even the lock on my bag has gone black. It seems like whatever metal comes up here, like it turns black.
Well, it is sulfur,
Yeah.
but my goodness, I did not expect that.
But if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.